Asia Wilson, is anybody paying $4,500 to get into one of your Angel Reese? Inquiring minds want to know. Is anybody paying that kind of money to get in your games?
Fans are paying $5,000 to watch Caitlin Clark play Brazil, but Angel Reese's tickets for the same matchup are only $29. Would you be willing to pay $5,000 to attend a basketball game? The disparity is so startling that it's nearly absurd. In 36 minutes, Clark's game was sold out. You could purchase tickets for Reese's game right now and take your entire family for less than the price of one Clark ticket. But this is where things start to become really fascinating, because suddenly, there are enigmatic $8,000 postings for Reese's game that appear out of nowhere.
You guys did not tell me. I did not know. I did not realize that the Chicago Sky were also playing the Brazilian national team at LSU. Oh, my goodness.
When everyone said that Angel Reese was the unstoppable force driving ticket sales through the roof, well, hold on to your hats, because I'm going to give you some shocking statistics. Would you believe that you can see one of the most anticipated rookies in the NBA for less than the price of a movie and dinner? That's right. Tickets for Angel Reese's game against Brazil are as low as $29. Most movie theaters no longer offer good seats for that amount.
So, what I did not know is the Chicago Sky is playing the Brazilian national team. Angel Reese is playing the very same team the Indiana Fever are playing.
For months, we've been inundated with headlines about how Angel Reese is this huge star who is revolutionizing the WNBA and driving ticket sales through the roof, supposedly right up there with Caitlin Clark. The media narrative has been crystal clear. Angel Reese is a box office sensation. Let's take a closer look at what's actually happening with Chicago Sky tickets for their game against the Brazilian national team at LSU.
To tell you why I find that interesting. On Vivid Seats, there are tickets available for $36 right now. A lot of tickets for in the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You get the point I'm trying to make.
However, the information you see when you actually visit the ticket websites, I'm referring to StubHub, Vivid Seats, and all the major platforms, tells an entirely different tale. There are plenty of possibilities in the $40 to $60 area that are just sitting there unsold. There are no fan stampedes or crazy bidding wars, just standard, reasonably priced tickets that no one appears to want to buy.
Very interesting indeed. StubHub. Here's a $29 ticket. A $29 ticket.
And this isn't just any arena in a place where basketball isn't popular. It's LSU, the alma mater of Angel Reese, the university where she founded her reputation, won a national championship, and became a college basketball icon. If there's anywhere in the world where Angel Reese should be able to sell out an arena at high prices, it's right here in Baton Rouge.
$29 to see Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky play at the LSU. The lowest Caitlin Clark ticket was what? $408, I think I saw.
So what's going on here? The media keeps telling us that Angel Reese is selling out arenas and propelling the WNBA to tremendous growth. They portrayed her as a star power rival who can sell tickets. But if that were the case, why are there still so many reasonably priced tickets available? Why can you decide on the spur of the moment to see her play and get seats for less than you'd pay for a nice dinner?
Sky have now moved the two Indiana Fever road games to the historic United Center Arena in Chicago because of demand, right? Because of Angel Reese's pool. I mean, she plays in Chicago and they can play every game there, but they ain't got to because they don't sell out the Wintrust Arena.
The mainstream sports media doesn't want to admit what these dirt cheap tickets actually tell us. There's a huge disconnect between the demand for Angel Reese's performance and the hype surrounding her. While the headlines brag about her influence and popularity, the ticket prices reveal a very different reality.
It's like everybody else. The legacy media, good Lord, during the Rookie of the Year chase, could not mention Caitlin Clark without bringing up Angel Reese. Angel Reese is neck and neck with Caitlin Clark for the Rookie of the Year, and we're like, God, I hope not, because if you're watching these games, if your eyeballs actually work in your skull holes, you can tell this Rookie of the Year race ain't close.
Although Reese's ticket prices reveal a different reality than her promotion implies, Caitlin Clark's is yelling uncontrollably. Ever wonder how much it would cost for someone to spend over $5,000 on a preseason game? We're not talking about the NBA Finals here. Rather, it's an exhibition match versus Brazil, and naturally, fans are spending all their money just to be in the building.
Tickets sold out. Regular purchase tickets, 15,000 were gone in 36 minutes. But so here we are today, folks, and ticket prices are still freaking ridiculous.
Let's change the narrative and examine what's happening with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever playing the same Brazil team. The difference isn't just apparent. It's astounding. When tickets for Clark's game at Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa went on sale, an unprecedented thing happened. All 15,000 seats were sold out in just 36 minutes, which is quicker than most people spend trying to decide what to watch on Netflix.
Caitlin Clark and the rest of her teammates, right, taking on the Brazilian national team preseason. Right here, 4,000. This is vividseats.com, 4,000 down to $484.
For a moment, consider that while one player's tickets are gathering digital dust on the internet, the other is unable to keep them available for an hour. That's where the tale really becomes fascinating.
But we are now officially $400 over top price yesterday. All right? $4,881 each. All right? For 2 tickets. This is StubHub. Down to $407.
The resale market went completely crazy once those original tickets vanished. If you visit StubHub right now, you'll see prices that will blow your mind. The cheapest resale tickets start at $47 and go all the way up to an eye-watering $4,888 per seed. Some individuals are using their vacation funds to pay $4,888 for a preseason game merely to watch Caitlin Clark play for a few hours.
All right, so here we go. Let's go to Game Time. This is one of the newer places, but some of the podcasts I listen to talk about Game Time, so here we are. $3,856, $1,925, all the way down to $499. All right, so this is the Fever versus the Brazilian women's national squad.
And you can observe the similar pattern on Vivid Seats or any other ticket marketplace to see that this isn't limited to just one platform. Depending on where you check, the exact minimum you'll pay to enter is anywhere from $47 to $499. For the best tickets, you're looking at mortgage payment territory 656. Keep in mind that we're talking about the cheapest seats here, the ones where the players seem like ants and you need binoculars to see the ball.
$656 for a seat at the very back. That is literally what you're paying, and $655 for the last row. $650. This is before fees, by the way. So when you go with fees, it's $750 to sit in the back row. The back row is $750. I've never seen a game.
The fact that the entire arena is charging these high prices rather than just a few expensive tickets that no one is purchasing makes this even more amazing. To be in the building when Caitlin, hundreds and hundreds of admirers are willing to pay at least a few $100s.
And it's mad that it's all in recent years. Like, back in the day, I wanted to go to Game 6. I was in San Diego for the summer, so I wanted to go to Game 6 of the 2019 finals, the last ever game at Oracle. And the tickets were like, for the back seats were like $300.
The demand for Clark's preseason game is unlike anything the ticket platforms have ever seen for women's basketball, according to industry insiders. Her star power has caused a market frenzy that is driving prices into areas typically reserved for major league playoff games.
Basically, the reason why it's there is like, look, it's Caitlin Clark playing under the jersey she got retired. Like, it's really a situation where you're just like, okay, yeah, Caitlin Clark got the jersey retired, even though it'd be better in the football stadium. Like, you could pack out a football stadium again just to watch Caitlin Clark play basketball. You could pack out 50K. You could, whatever the record is for a women's basketball game, you could set it to watch Caitlin Clark play.
When you consider that both players are playing against the same opponent, the same Brazilian national team, and the same exhibition format, The initial discrepancy becomes glaringly obvious. However, the market has made it clear which player people are most eager to witness.
Yeah. I mean, come on. What are we doing here exactly? Are we still trying to prove a point? I bet you we hear this again this season. Well, it's me too. It's us too. It's the rest of the league too. Okay. Sure it is.
Ticket market recently saw an odd development that has folks scratching their heads. Tickets for Angel Reese began to appear with price tags of $8,000. Yes, you read correctly. So why would anyone in their right mind list them at such exorbitant costs when there are plenty of seats available in the same sections for less than $100?
Let's go to highest price. I want to be fair here. Some yahoos have got some tickets listed for $8,000. Now this is funny, right? Some guys that put these up there. I'd love to know who actually put these on here for $8,000.
The seating charts also show that these $88,000 tickets are oddly positioned next to sections that are selling for $161. What's even stranger is that just 2 sections away, tickets are still sitting there at extremely low prices. It's like someone putting $1 million price tag on a used Honda while the dealership is closed.
Somebody has went on these sites and listed some random $8,000 tickets, but you see this. This is just littered with tickets under $100 to watch Angel Reese play the very same team.
The fact that this pattern shows up on several ticket platforms at once is very significant. It appears to be a concerted attempt by a SeatGeek rather than a typo or chance error. By coincidence, StubHub Vivid Seats all displayed these absurd listings at once. Not in my opinion.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think those $8,000 tickets. This is LSU. Did Shaq do this? Did Shaq, Big Daddy Shaq, buy these tickets and list them for $8,000 to keep guys like me from making this video? Nah, didn't work. Didn't work. I'm not fooled.
When basketball fans began pointing out the embarrassing difference between the 2 rookie sensations drawing power, these outrageous listings magically appeared. Just as social media was exploding with screenshots comparing the ticket situations, all of a sudden, there are $8,000 Angel Reese tickets to further complicate matters. The timing couldn't be more suspicious.
There's not an agenda around these tickets randomly showing up when all these other tickets, look, the section right next to it, $161. I mean, seriously, what is going? 2 sections down, $29.
What's actually happening here is rather straightforward. The narrative is entirely altered by these phony postings, which provide headlines and uncertainty over the true market demand. For example, rather than stating that Angel Reese tickets are selling for merely $29, the headlines may now state that they are advertised for as much as $8,000.
They got tickets way down here next to the court for $120. So clearly somebody's trying to publicly save Angel Reese's ass. All right, from somebody just like me right now.
The creation of these fictitious high-price postings is a classic smoke and mirrors technique. The goal is to deceive casual observers who might just notice a headline without looking into the actual availability by creating the appearance of demand when none exists, such as putting a sold-out sign on a mostly empty restaurant to make it appear popular.
$46, $50, $62, yada, yada, yada. You see it. Keep on going. Let's see how far these go. The highest one on Ticketmaster, $843. So that makes me wonder, is the 8,000 a typo? It can't be on multiple sites.
For months, certain voices have pushed the idea that both rookies are generating similar interest, but the market is telling a totally different tale. What we're seeing is a frantic attempt to align the narrative with reality. When the truth has become embarrassingly obvious, these absurd listings are a last-ditch attempt to maintain face.
So, and I'm going to tell you, those $4,800 tickets or whatever we saw for Caitlin Clark, somebody will buy those. Somebody will buy those. Ain't nobody paying $8,100 to watch Angel Reese play ball, especially All right, especially when there was a ticket available for $29.
Despite all the media narratives pushing Angel Reese as this huge WNBA draw, the actual market demand simply doesn't support it. Take a look at the market data and tell me what you see. One player's game sells out in less than an hour with fans willing to shell out thousands, and another whose tickets are practically being given away.
All right, ESPN, all these other places tried to tell you Angel Reese is really moving that needle. She's really driving this growth. Mystics owner Sheila Johnson, she lets you know it's Angel Reese too, right? Cheryl Swoops, you racist crackers. Of course it's Angel Reese too, right?
The market has made it clear who is in fact driving the needle for women's basketball. So the next time you hear comparisons that put Reese on par with Clark, just keep in mind how much people are actually willing to pay to watch each of them play. That's the reality check that the WNBA and some media outlets don't want you to focus on. The real data shows exactly who is driving the league's growth, and it's not even close.